All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the New York Jets and the Kansas City Chiefs. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Here's Tate to return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 20. .28-yard line. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
On second down, Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Flushed out right. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge. And
perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's first and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense with 5 straight runs.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Anthony Sherman taking it in from a yard out. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Jets. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They begin with a run by Davis. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They keep it with Davis on first down. Finding some room at midfield. And down to the 16-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 45 yards on the ground. And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touched, not a finger on him, until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined, no one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
Yeah, that's what you call breaking free right there. A first down carry for Davis. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers, Steel Curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the Steel Curtain was played. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Darnold from the gun. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And now here comes Kansas City. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He finds an opening past the 40. That good for 19 and a first down. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
They go play action here on first down. And that's incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fournette fighting through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. 52 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Jets set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now here's the first carry for Amir Abdullah. Space to maneuver at the 40. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson, 46 yards. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line.
Return to get you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
And out come the Chiefs now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Here's a give to Davis. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gordon with you. It's the...
We got three deals. Hey, fellas, we got three. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. 3-19. 3-19.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot.
To throw is Darnold. That's caught right side by Anderson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Down to about the 22 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Darnold. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Dayon Buchanan in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. Incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Line of scrimmage. Again, the 25. 2nd and 10.
Slow!
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down. They go play fake. Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Slow!
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now here's Mahomes. Dumps it off to Fournette. There he goes inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 15. He got 29 yards that time. To play in a tightly contested first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout.
Left, 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 left. Slow.
Mahomes now on first down. And this is caught by Watkins. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7.
Black 58, Royal. Black 58.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Handoff to Fournette. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. He'll get it up the middle. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. They come out here in the eye. They'll run forward with a fullback, Sherman. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So it's on to halftime in this AFC Divisional round matchup. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. They give him a gain of 37.
We saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
On second down, here's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On first down, Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up second down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. His throw caught right around the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. Butker now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Now let's go. Blue, line it.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. It's brought in by Harris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot. Leopard. Leopard.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. 3-19.
After the penalty, it's Davis. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. He goes underneath to Abdullah. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
On 1st down, Darnold. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone.
On 1st down, Abdullah. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On 2nd down, Darnold. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now it's Darnold. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
And Myers able to knock it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
We're back now in KC. They'll run it again with Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to face a 3rd down. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Flush to his right. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Fournette, a 1st down carry. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Anthony Barr in on the tackle. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz is trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
And the kick by Butker is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. New York set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. To throw is Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Again, Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Running left, it's Fournette. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Looking again for Watkins, and this time that's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. New York set to take the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. They'll run again. This time it's Abdullah. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. On the stop, Breeland speaks.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
A handoff, Fournette running left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Again, it's Fournette. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Fournette. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be taken short. And New York set to take the field. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. And even 50 yards. Darnold from the red zone now. Steps away to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Chidobe with a pick. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Mahomes going to throw it here. He'll buy some time right. And that's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the AFC title game. So with that knee, they take care of business in the divisional round. They'll be back here at home next weekend. One more hurdle to get to the big show.
The good feelings, they just keep coming. They get to ride that wave for at least one more week because they have their big prize in their eyes, and that's getting into the Super Bowl. But they have to win next week after winning this one.
And, Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you probably tell them how proud you are of them to make the effort to get to this game and then point them towards the future. If we're good enough to get here, all we've got to do is work harder, be better, and we can be good enough to go farther next season. How many times have we seen a team lose in the playoffs, and that girds them for a championship run in the future?
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL.